Welcome to BSS Studies. I am Bala. Yesterday we have discussed vectors and types of vectors. So today in types of vectors So in types of vectors we discussed equal vectors, second one parallel vectors. So equal vectors means have same magnitude, same direction, same physical quantity, and parallel vectors means if two vectors are parallel to each other, so those vectors are called parallel vectors. It can be, for example, it can be like this A bar and this is B bar, this is A bar and this is B bar. So these are three sets. This is first set. So these are the parallel vectors. So A bar is here. In this case, A bar is parallel to B bar. Okay. So in second case, this is vector A and this is vector B. How it is possible? When we can slide, in very important point, here we can slide the vector at any position of paper or board or any other papers. So I can slide this vector to this side. So it becomes like this. So this is B bar. So if we see, these are parallel. Okay. So we can say that here also A bar is parallel to B bar. Okay. So in third case, this is A bar and this is B bar. Same position. We can slide this B vector like this. So it can form A bar parallel to B bar. Okay. So like this we can do any other set of parallel vectors. So here parallel vectors means theta is equals to 0 degrees because there is no angle between these two vectors. 0 degrees angle. Okay. So in parallel vectors, if two vectors are parallel, then those vectors is said to be parallel vectors when theta is equals to 0 degrees. Theta means angle. Okay. So third type, anti-parallel vectors. Anti-parallel vectors. Okay. So here if you see for example, this is one of the vector A bar and this is one of the vector B bar. Okay. So this is A bar, this is B bar. Both are in not same direction, opposite directions. So we can say that here theta is equals to 180 degrees because here this is a bar. Here when initially position, this is B bar, it turns like this, slightly like this. So it becomes here right angle. So finally it reaches to the ground. So it becomes 180 degrees rotation. So that's why theta is equals to here. Theta is equals to 180 degrees. Okay. So this is anti-parallel vectors. And next one, fourth one, negative vectors. Negative vectors. Negative vectors means we already learned anti-parallel vectors like this. This is A bar and this is B bar. Okay. In negative vectors, here these are anti-parallel vectors. Anti-parallel vectors. So here I am taking this is a bar vector. What is the negative vector of this A bar? We can easily say minus A bar. How we will draw? So in opposite direction we have to write negative vector of A bar minus A bar. Okay. So this is negative vectors. Here in negative vectors have equal magnitude, opposite directions, and mod A bar is equals to mod minus of A bar. Means here this is negative, this is positive. So I have kept minus A bar in modulus. Okay. So this is negative vectors. One, coplanar vectors. Coplanar vectors. So coplanar means here we have to take a plane. We have to take a plane and we have to draw vectors A bar, B bar, C bar. I wrote 3 of the vectors. So here A bar and B bar, C bar are coplanar vectors. Coplanar vectors because these 3 vectors lies in a same plane. Here important point, they should be lie in a same plane. Okay. So this is coplanar vector. Sixth one, non-coplanar vectors. Non-coplanar vectors. Here we have to take another plane. We have to draw in the inside, not outside. We have to draw outside only A bar and inside B bar. So here A bar and B bar are non-coplanar vectors. because these two vectors are not in same plane. So these two are non-coplanar vectors. Here A, B, C are coplanar vectors. Okay? And the seventh type of vectors, in the seventh type, orthogonal vectors. Orthogonal vectors. Here orthogonal vectors means I am taking A bar and B bar vectors like this. And these two are perpendicular to each other. A bar is perpendicular to each other. Okay? These two are perpendicular to each other. So that is known as orthogonal vector or right vectors. Right angled vectors. Okay? Orthogonal vectors means A bar is perpendicular to B bar means there should be theta equals to 90 degrees. Okay? So A bar is perpendicular to B bar. So these vectors are also known as right angle vectors. Okay? So types of vectors, last and important, unit vector. Last but one but important. Unit vector. Unit vector means have magnitude as 1 and in coordinate system means here this is x, this is y plane and this is z axis. Okay, x axis, y axis, z axis. This is Cartesian coordinate system. Cartesian coordinate system. So in x axis we have to represent I cap. Here I cap. This is represented as cap. So in y axis j cap, z axis k cap. Okay, in x, y, z plane axis there are I cap, j cap and k cap. Okay, so unit vector means magnitude 1 and in coordinate system x, y, z axis is I cap, j cap, k cap. Okay, in questions they will ask I cap plus j cap, they give I cap plus j cap, and what is the angle between these two vectors. So here I cap and j cap are perpendicular to each other, so the theta is 90 degrees. like these questions will ask. Okay. So in unit vector, I will write here. See, unit vector is denoted as a cap or any other small capitals. Small, not capital. So here I am taking a bar is a vector, and I have to find a bar vector in unit vector, in terms of unit vector. So mod a bar into a cap, because a cap means magnitude 1. So how much magnitude is there in a bar? So we have to do mod, because it can be negative or positive. So we have to do mod, and then we have to multiply this unit vector. Okay. So otherwise, here by this formula, a cap is equals to a bar by mod a bar. Okay, mod a bar. So this is derived formula of this equation only. Okay. So these are the types of vectors. And another vector is there. Another vector, null vector or void vector or empty vector. So these are the names of this null vector. Null vector is also known as zero vector. Okay. So zero vector means 0 bar. So this is only vector. Here 0 magnitude is here magnitude of 0 vector is 0, we already know. Direction means undefined, because 0 vector means it is undefined. Okay. And types of vectors is completed. And today topic is completed. ఈ వీడియో కనుక మీకు నచ్చినట్లయితే ప్లీజ్ లైక్ చేయండి, షేర్ చేయండి, సబ్స్క్రైబ్